Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings today. We are so excited to have you again. Ever since the arrival of Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, the agitators have been sending so much messages to him. Some are really wishing him to attend to their needs. And the Yoruba Nation spearhead, talking about Professor Banji Akintoye, he has sent a very strong message to the UN Secretary General. And for him, he shouldn't listen to a Nigerian president, but should visit some places which he has stated in his message. We are going to be hearing full details of this message in a jiffy. But before we continue, if you've not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit on the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you get notification anytime we publish our videos. Professor Banji Akintoye, who is the Yoruba Nation spearhead, has urged the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres not to listen to Nigerian President Major General Muhammadu Buhari retired, but to visit scene of herdsmen and terrorist attack in the country. Akintoye also informed Guterres, who arrived in Nigeria on Tuesday for a two-day official visit, that the country is a failed state. In a statement signed on Wednesday and made available to reporters by his communication manager, Maxwell Adeleye, Akintoye said Buhari has mismanaged Nigeria's diversity and ethnicity by running a government of the Fulani by the Fulani and for the Fulanis. The statement was titled "Your Visit to Nigeria, a Chariot If You Don't Visit the Theater of the Criminality of Fulani Herdsmen in the South Middle Belt," Akintoye tell UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres. According to him, he said, "Your Excellency cannot get the true picture of how close to the precipice Nigeria is unless you visit the theaters of the criminality of this government. Visit the Middle Belt, behold atrocities of Fulani herdsmen and marvel. Visit the Southwest. Visit Ifon, also in Ondo State, whose traditional ruler was murdered by Fulani herdsmen. Visit southern Kaduna, where ethnic cleansing is a daily activity of the Manderos Fulani nihilist. The same thing is happening in Taraba, Plateau, Niger, Ogun, and Oyo State, where Fulani herdsmen are maiming, taking advantage of women, taking out farmers, and destroying farmlands in their land grabbing drive across the southern region of the country. Your Excellency, the list is endless, and atrocities have not abated. The Buhari administration refuses to allow the victims arm and defend themselves, whereas the murderers were allowed to roam around with guns, looting, maiming, and taking out a lot of people. He further stated that you must be aware of how the secret security service of the Buhari administration invaded the home of Yoruba self-determination activist Sunday Adeyemo Igboho, killing and maiming innocent and law-abiding citizens and destroying properties worth millions of dollars. The Nigerian court system has described the invasion as a lawless and flagrant violation of Igbo's right. Costs running into billions of naira were awarded against the Nigerian government, but the Buhari government is lawless and cherry picks which court decision to obey and wish to disregard. In Senna claims, which I am sure you are familiar with, the law is no respecter of person and court judgment are binding on all, not so the Buhari administration. Hence, the generally acclaimed estimation of Nigeria today as a failed state. I take that again. Say, hence, the generally acclaimed estimation of Nigeria today as a failed state. But before the situation get out of hand, please act quickly. Those were the last word he said. Say, please act quickly. But then, if we want to look at this, first of all, the first observation I have about this write up is that they seem not to really work together. Talking about agitators in Nigeria, they seem not to work together, because my expectation was high when I saw this later. My expectation was that he was going to talk about also Biafra, but the man mentioned to even Plateau State, Taraba State, and the likes, and never mentioned anything about IPOB and the southeast, which for many they believe that a lot has been going on there. You understand? So, which means a person will carry in or will get load, now go carry in load, which means IPOB also have to stretch out and speak out to this man. But however, looking at the situation of ground, one of the key things that people need to take cognizance of when a time like this come is, firstly, what is the purpose of the visit of Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of the United Nations? That is very important, because no matter what you say, if his the purpose of his visit was not to come in with investigative mind or to see the extent of, a terrorist attack in the southern part of Nigeria, he wouldn't do anything about it. We know that one of those groups that are very renowned in the world is actually these BH boys, talking about Boko Haram boys. They are very, very known, well known on a global scale. I know also that IPOB is well known, but in terms of the agitation for, Biafra. But from all indication, I think that that wasn't actually his purpose of visiting Nigeria. But however, it's good to take advantage of an opportunity, but then whatever message that must be sent to him must be such that it is narrow to his office. Yeah, because oftentimes when the media, Nigerian media, carry it like this, he may not be listening. He may not even be interested in whatever the media in Nigeria is writing. All what he wants to do, come meet the president, go tour one or two places, and off he leaves. Maybe his purpose of coming is to do one or two findings and possibly see how he can mediate for countries under UN, and then maybe in forms of bilateral trade or whatever. Don't forget that Nigeria has gas which most nations of the world are earnestly requesting for. So right now, with this coming up, I don't know what his reaction will be. But however, if such decisions will be taken, or if he will have to visit, then it therefore means he will still go in the company of someone approved by the president, because the president himself is the number one person in the country. He's the one in charge, so no one can just breeze in and begin to check places without him being in the know. You understand? And so you now realize that to some extent UN's hand is a little bit tight. But however, as he had talking about Akintoye, the Yoruba nation agitator, as he has spoken and has also put a request across, we're still waiting to see what will happen if Guterres will decide also to visit these areas, because it's overly important. Possibly his visit could go an extra mile to stem down certain level of invasion, especially by Fulani herdsmen in the southern part of Nigeria and also in the northern part of Nigeria. There's a lot for him if he wants to look at the issue of attacks and all of that. So many places for him to visit. We know that southern Kaduna is there. We know that southeast is there. We know that southwest is there. Different middle belts, mention them, many. So we're still waiting to see if he will say anything in that regards. We'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section. What's your position on what Professor Banji Akintoye, the Yoruba Nation agitator, had to say? Let's interact in our